every car that drives past you, because it's such a little cul-de-sac. You know every car that comes in and out. So when you do see a car that you don't recognise, you have to watch what's going on and who's in the car, and be wary of that, because if you're not, then you get caught, then it can end really bad. So we was lucky that our elders wasn't giving us guns and so on, because I think the way me and my friends, our mentalities was at the time we'd use them. So I think we were lucky in that sense.
Gray wants it in the air. He's looking for Andre Gray. He's there. He's done it again. Andre Gray has come off the bench and puts Watford in front.
Like I said, I know I've been lucky to be able to do something that a lot of people dream of doing, and I've always known that, and that's why I've always kept my feet on the ground.
Andre, thanks for your time. We're in Wolverhampton to hear your story, to hear your journey, how you've gone from the streets of Wolverhampton to FA Cup final with Watford. You brought us to Eastfields. Tell us the significance of this place.
Well, it's not far from my school, and with home being about probably like a 30-minute walk, that was what kept me out of trouble at times, when I used to just come here and literally with me and my friend Leon, and we just literally play 2 touches and trying to score, and we just play rain, snow, anything, and just do that.
Interesting to say about you used to play 2 touch, because we were discussing in the car on the way up about how your best kind of finishes have been either 1 touch or 2 touch. Is this where you honed the skill?
Yeah, I think so. I think that was that's probably where it come from. But yeah, like that's what we used to do. We used to practice a lot and just keep playing. We just enjoyed doing it. And then as soon as my mum knew I was here, she knew I was all right. So yeah, we just used to ride our bikes from school and come here and just mess about basically, and just kick a ball around.
Did you ever dream? Did you dream big?
Yeah, I think I always wanted to play in the Premier League. It was just about taking the small steps. Obviously, after getting released from Shrewsbury and going to non-league, it was about just taking the small steps then and going to Luton. The next step then was to try and get back into league football. It was a big leap to go to the Championship, and then as soon as I got to the Championship, that was it then. I had 1 goal and 1 goal only, and that was to get to the Premier League, and 2 years later I managed to do it.
That route via the non-league took you to Hinckley, and I think that's where you picked up your scar. How did that happen? Just talk us through that night, Andre. How did it pan out?
Just a stupid melee, probably it's hard to explain. It's just one of them moments where there's a load of people there and it all kicks off, and I just got caught up in it as well, and then obviously it happened, and it is what it is kind of thing. But like I said, that was the day I had a decision to make. I either do what I was used to doing, which was retaliating, or think about the longer term. I just think it was just the life I lived, where it was just part and parcel of what happened. So the next day it was just like, it is what it is. I think I've just grew up with that strong mentality in terms of it's happened now, I can't do nothing about it. No point in me sitting at home and crying about my face. I think that was the night that told me that I've grown up, and I'm going to be the bigger person, and there's more to my life than the person who did it. And I had like I said, I felt like that's the decision. That's the day I really became a man and took my life into my own hands and dealt with it the way I should have. That was the time I really realised that football was my way out, and I've got to make a decision, and I did it.
I know you're not one to preach, but would that be your message to youngsters who are kind of going down a different or difficult path, that that's not the life you should be leading and it doesn't lead anywhere?
Yeah, of course, I think that is the truth. It's just how to channel that into them, because at the end of the day I was lucky as well. It could have been a lot worse.
Could have got your eye, couldn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It could have been my eye, it could have been my throat. and I wouldn't be stood here now in the position I am. So it is telling them that, but at the same time there's a way of telling them. It's not just going in there and saying to them, don't do it, this could happen, and they don't care, they don't want to hear it. A lot of them, like I said, are out for vengeance and retaliation. You don't know what's happened to them. To be fair, I think I always had good friends in terms of they'd never, when they see me doing well with football and whatnot, they never was trying to reel me back in and all of that stuff. So I think I was lucky with that as well. And that's why I've always kept them around me as well, because like I said, they had my best interest from the start. So it was just about being my own person and following something that I wanted to do, because us lot, we was always wanting to get money, where now it seems to be a bit different. It's never about money, it's just about the trouble that goes on and whatnot.
Can you quite believe a boy from kind of these parts and your background is going to be playing at the FA Cup final? Is it pinch yourself stuff?
Yeah, definitely is. Never thought it growing up that you could be in that situation, doing it the way I did do it, going through non-league and having to play in places a lot of people wouldn't want to play, and come out at the end of that and be playing in front of 80,000 people is massive.
I watched you closely after the semi-final win over Wolves at Wembley. You kind of just sunk to your knees and took it all in. Was that kind of a special moment for you, a realisation of just how far you'd come?
Yeah, definitely. It was so much that went into it, and I think just the emotion of the game and just the way it ended and the way we did it, and obviously against my hometown team. I'm lucky. Yeah, it was a big moment, and it's what dreams are made of. Winning at Wembley, I played there in the final once and lost, so to go there and win and the way the crowd was and everything, it was a special day.
Was it emotional for you? Did you get emotional?
Yeah, sort of, yeah, but I think it was just overwhelming. I think it was just taking it in. I don't think I've really done that in my whole career. I think it's just happened. Things have happened so fast that I've never had a moment to just take it in, and it was the perfect time to do it.
And is it kind of made aware right there, right then, of the sacrifices not only you've made, but your mother made and your grandparents have made for you to get you to that point?
Yeah, exactly, and that's what I mean. And like I said, doing it against my hometown team it all comes together into one. And at the end of the day, we just qualified for the oldest trophy in the world. So to go and play at Wembley again, and it's a big deal.
I read something with Troy the other day, and he was saying there's probably more talented players than him, but nobody wants it as much as him. Does that apply to you as well?
Yeah, that's the difference. Look, I wasn't the best player at Wolves when I was at Wolves, and I got released because of that. And I wasn't the best player, but I think I'm the one player in my age group that's playing in the Premier League now. So you're not always going to be the best player, but your determination and your desire can get you a long way. And look, being honest, it's not going to happen for everybody, but you can make a career out of it. Me and Troy have done enough to play in the Premier League, but there's still players that have gone up from non-league and play in League One, League Two, Championship, and they make a career out of it. So he is right in saying that it is a lot of our success has been down to our determination and our desire to want to succeed and want to live up to our dreams.
And just on the FA Cup final, how proud a day is it going to be for you that friends and family, those close and dear to you, are going to be there as you walk out to play in an FA Cup final?
Yeah, massive, and it is, like I said, one of the biggest games in English football. It's not the biggest game in English football. And it's just going to be a special day. Win or lose, we're obviously the massive underdogs, but I think we're just going to enjoy the day regardless. We've got this far, and we've took a lot of grinding to get to the final and a lot of hard work. So I think we're just going to lap it up and just enjoy the day. And look, everyone's beatable and it's not impossible. So we'll see what happens.
It's been the story of your life, really, isn't it? Been a bit of an underdog, prove people wrong.
Yeah, exactly. And like you said, like, it's a game of football. It's one game. It's 90 minutes or 120 minutes, and maybe a penalty shootout, and who knows what can happen from there. And I think all season we've proved ourselves against the top teams, and look, like I said again, it's one game, and if it goes our way, then who knows what can happen.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you for your time, Andre. Thank you.